What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to go over the trades that we took today, and we do have a little change in the, well, not really a change in the format, but you guys know usually I trade options, so it's like I can't really show in the charts executions because it doesn't really make any sense because they're just like numbers and all that. So we did, I've been trying to take the trades on a paper account, so just full disclosure, just a paper account, just to show you guys the executions on the charts so you can actually learn from it. Right, so we came up with that in the Discord group, so it just kind of like helps like with the reviews or like where you would enter, where you would exited. Today we took pretty much 3 trades, 2 winners, 1 loss, which I did not have on here, unfortunately, because we came up with this kind of like after. But let's get into it. Of course, I hope you guys watched yesterday's video where I kind of expected where the market is gonna go. Like this one looks crazy. I'm gonna turn off the executions for a second. There you go. And we expected a move down Monday, Tuesday, move down / choppiness until FOMC. If you guys don't know, we got an FOMC interest rate decision. That will be on Wednesday. It's going to be a really big deal, so I'm not really surprised the market is going to have any huge moves until then. Today was Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, 2 p.m. And I will be live streaming it over on Twitch. So go to Twitch at Big Gains Club. We'll be live there around 2 p.m., maybe a little bit before. And we might be full porting an account. I'm promising it, but we're in talks about it. So make sure you're following. Anyway, for yesterday's video, I wanted it to move down to right around this 9259 area. We got pretty close to it before it bounced up and coming up and taking up these highs in 9694. We got kind of close to it. We filled this daily fair value up, so I'm not really surprised we came down there and then we bounced. It was also, if we draw the fib here, the GP as well. From the high to the low on the 1 hour and 4 hour time frame. Today we had, look at that, look how clean that is. We talked about this being the target for the shorts today when we were shorting, and then hopefully we can get down here. We did not get the full win. We got just right there, which was still over 100-point win. And yes, being much stronger today. If we go to the 4 hour, we only traded at NASDAQ today. We did not trade drawings. Yes, at all. So again, NASDAQ much weaker than yes, so then we shorted yes. But again, still struggling to get over these. To really get bullish, you really would have to close over these 5644. That's not really full bullish about yes. As long as it stays under that, it still feels overall bearish. So anyway, was feeling bearish. Now I'm just looking for a setup to enter. Market opens up, pretty a little pop to upside here, and on NASDAQ it was actually a little bit also huge red candle right into that. It's literally like right into that, like 100 points straight into that. Then we bounce. I tried to take a trade because we had a little bit of a bearish divergence of the 9:30 a.m. high on yes. So we had taken the 9:30 a.m. high and we had failed it on, we weren't there yet on NQ. So I tried to take a short here with about 20-point stop. It was something around the lines of here. Did not work out. Price just kind of pushed above it, but it was totally fine. Then we found another bearish divergence. We took out the pre-market high here, and this is why it's important to look at the divergence. Is going to kind of tell you where the market is going to go. With this one, I should have just waited for the candle closes. Maybe I was a little impatient, or wait for the 10 a.m. Right? Because if I waited till 10 a.m., look at this, the 10 a.m. reversal. So one of my mistake was, I tell you guys only trade within your trading times. For me, it would be 9:50 to around 10:30. I made a mistake. I traded a little bit earlier, took a loss, and paid for it. Luckily, it was a pretty relatively small loss. And then we start looking for another short, right? Pre-market high here on yes, right there. Popped into it and failed quickly. Now, I didn't want to short right away. You see there was a big candle right here right off the bat, 5-minute red candle. Especially in the 1 minute on yes, it looked big. But I told everybody, don't just go short it, right? A lot of mistakes that we make, even sometimes I make, is I see a big candle, fits my bias, and I'm going to short it. But would you short it? It's like, look at this. Previous day close, previous high, huge fair value gap. You don't short that. Now, you can talk about shorting it when you fail to make a new high here. Look, this reaction did not give a new high. And sorry if I'm like sweaty, I just came back from the gym. This reaction did not make a new high and telling you, hey, buyers here should have been strong. They're not strong. But here you got a little bit of a bearish divergence on the smaller time frame on this candle. And that's when I look to short. Right now I can show the execution so you guys can see right there. We jump on the 1 minute, and in the 1 minute, I was looking for an entry. We were chopping around. We chop around, sometimes the 1 minute is going to give you your entry, right? So we make this little bit of a bearish divergence right there, and we have this 1 minute fair value gap, which we inverse. We tapped back into this, and that was my entry. Now it was a little bit slower here on this account because I wanted to enter my options and then all that shit. But we enter roughly right here, 19,435. This was a little bit of a worse entry, 9 points worse, but it's fine. It still worked out very nicely. So the trade was looking pretty much like this. You tapped into that, you enter that candle, your stop loss above this or above the high. We had it above this, it was about a 20-point stop, and we were looking all the way for a new low. And potentially, if we had failed that, to look all the way down here, which we ended up not getting. But that was pretty much the whole trade, about a 1 to 4. Again, 100 plus points, which if our loss was 20 points, not too shabby, right? And then we took some slight profits along the way. I took one contract off here, which was roughly from 426 to 402, was about 25 points. If my math is right, maybe like 23 or some shit like that. But the reason I did that is because I'm looking at potential bounce zones. Again, this 5 minute fair value gap here, which got a tiny bounce off, but we flushed it. And then you can see me adding into the short. And I said, hey, if we inverse this 5 minute fair value gap, add to your winner. Our target is going to remain the same. Just add to the winner. And it's important. It's important to add to your winners, guys. If the market, let me ask you this. If the market's giving you exactly what you want, like, fucking add to your winner. I'm not saying how heavy. Look at me. I took one profit here. We flushed this. Enter right here. 739 was even that good of an entry. A lot of guys got like 87 entries, much better. And then I exited right here. So this gives me an extra 37. That's an extra 40 points over there. And then for my initial entry, that's a little over 100 points, I think. Then I took one more here. Took one more here. I actually tried to enter another one right here, which we give us about 40 points on this move down. But it was just once I didn't take profits, I just moved my stop loss into the green, which exited me at 350, right? So same idea, adding to the winner, playing it safe, playing with a little bit of profits, making up the loss and winning, right? And then price kind of like on Nasdaq just like didn't really do much, honestly. Like the whole day we didn't do much, right? On yes, slightly green, and Q slightly red. So again, market kind of showing us the sentiment. It's like, hey, I do not know where the hell we're gonna go. Dude, my hair looks crazy. Just look at the camera, my hair looks crazy. Anyway, I just came back from the gym, all right? So that was the trades for today. And what's to learn here is like, sometimes you enter, like you might have the right idea, but you need to wait for the right entry. Here, this is not the right entry. Wait for the candle closes, wait for the 5 minute to kind of show its hand. I should have waited here. Right? Because my whole idea was to reject. We were gonna reject the halfway point of this. Sorry. So yes, I'm in UI, and then we're gonna reject the halfway point of this into the GP, right? So this was my idea. We actually had a pretty nice entry short, right, on this candle. So that was my idea. On the 1 minute, it looked somewhat solid, but we had to, we inverse all this. Price was looking bullish. You gotta wait for the 5 minute close, or at least wait for your time to trade. Had a little bit of FOMO, like I didn't want to miss the trade. On a Monday, I wanted to just get in and get that win. I got punished for it, but it's fine because just because I took a loss, it didn't let me mess up with my emotions. Just take a bunch of trades in the chop, trying to make up the loss, right? I focused in, looked for an entry. We made it right back. We ended up closing this for about like 23 points, something like that, the loss. And then we made it right back with a little over 100 points, which we added into. And at the low, this was a pretty nice trade of about 135 points. I really wanted 200 points. Like the range was pretty tight. Like this big move here was only 130 points. The range was pretty tight. But I really wish I would have gotten this exit right here, but I didn't get it. But as you can see, we took some really nice profit along the way. So hope you guys learned. If you want to rely with me, use code 39. The link will be down below. That's code 39, the numbers. If you're new, and you can try with me every single day. And as always, hope you learned something. Subscribe, like, peace out.